Today, we're going to talk about Serbia. Serbia is well known for both its national brandy, Rakića, and its capital city, Belgrade. The nightlife, palaces, fortresses, and tennis player Novak Djokovic are other Serbian attractions. Additionally, there are many positive aspects of the locals. Serbia is teeming with undiscovered spots and attractions just waiting to quench your travel thirst and fill up your social media feed for history buffs, water babies, sun worshippers, and all-night partygoers. To help you start planning, we've selected some of the top attractions and things that you can do here to uplift your holiday spirit. Number 5. Serbia's capital, Belgrade. A city that's been burned down 40 times? Now that's something worth visiting. Belgrade, the largest and arguably most vibrant city in Serbia, offers a wide variety of entertaining activities. Pick Belgrade as your destination in Serbia if you only have a weekend to spend exploring the region. Belgrade is the most dramatic example of past and future colliding that you've ever seen. It is located at the meeting point of the Sava and Danube rivers. Due to its advantageous location, Serbia has been a target for numerous conquerors during history, as well as those who merely wanted to travel there. Belgrade is beautiful because it can instantly transport you from historic buildings to a thriving cafe scene. From the streets of Savamala to the countless bars and restaurants in Tyrol, there are a variety of neighborhoods to roam around as the Serbian sun begins to set. There's plenty of things that you can do here, from browsing markets to visiting museums and churches. Belgrade's social scene includes floating nightclubs, so extensively that the term Slavoli was coined to describe them. The city's nocturnal partygoers prefer Sindikat, which is located off the Sava's banks. It has a 500-person capacity and is renowned for hosting the best DJs, having the friendliest atmosphere, and drawing the most attractive crowd. Take a day of your trip to explore Serbia, but for an element of adventure, choose one of the Kalmagdan underground tours. A guide is provided to lead you through the tunnels. For visitors from abroad who are in Serbia, they can offer a tour in English. Number 4. Skull Tower, Niš. The region Niš is home to one of Serbia's most sinister tourist destinations. This is not a recommendation for where weak-hearted people should go in Serbia. A few historical monuments in Serbia that are as gory as the Skull Tower don't frighten visitors as much as this Skull Tower does. The name of the tower, which is in Niš, doesn't really raise any questions about the main component that was there used to build it. In other words, this tower was constructed from human skulls. The skull hoarding of the defeated enemies represented the pinnacle of savage warlord behavior. In particular, Serbian citizens led the first Serbian uprising against the Ottoman Empire's occupation. The Serbian soldiers who died in the battle had their heads severed and skinned by the Ottoman ruler of Niš after the uprising was put down. In this way, almost 1,000 skulls were amassed, which were then used to construct the Skull Tower. If you visit Serbia and this monument, you'll see that only about 60 skulls are still present today. The dismembered heads then began to fall out, proving that skulls aren't the best material to build a tower with. Many of the skulls were also stolen. The tower eventually turned into a symbol of defiance for the Serbs, rather than a warning as the empire was losing steam. The Skull Tower was built as a warning to the Serbian populace. One of the city's most popular attractions and a tangible reminder of the horror of the Serbs endured for centuries, the Skull Tower is now a protected monument. Today, there are fewer than 100 skulls left in the tower, and their number is decreasing. But the impressions of these horrors are still vivid in the Serbian minds. If you want to walk hand in hand with the past, this is the right place for you to be at. Number 3. Wine tasting at Sremski Karloviki. A small town, Sremski Karloviki, is situated halfway between the banks of the Danube and the mountains and forests of the Fruška Gora National Park. Seremski Karlovici, which is only 15 km from Novi Sad, is the ideal day trip destination for those who enjoy wine tasting in a genuine setting. The vineyards in this small town are the most notable feature, and almost every home there has a wine cellar. Karlovici's top-notch wines travel the world and are included in some of the best wine cards. The majority of wineries provide a variety of flavors and brands. Many wineries are situated in the town center and provide a quick tour of their cellar. The knowledgeable winemakers will provide you with all of the information you require regarding the production of wine and its taste. Kiss Winery, Bilo Winery, and Cellar Veritas are a few wineries that are well worth visiting. It's not surprising that a region with such strong wine tradition and culture would create its own wine. The national brand Bremé is a robust, aromatic dessert wine that is made with local ingredients. The heavenly sweetness of it tempts you to consume copious amounts. Bremé is a highly regarded wine that has historically been the primary export to other European nations, primarily to royal families, courts, and the high society of the Middle Ages. It makes sense that it ended up on the luxurious Titanic. If you want to make your visit here worth remembering, then you must visit this town during the Spring Wine Festival. Along with numerous opportunities for wine tasting, the Wine Festival will give you a great chance to learn more about the location and its surroundings through a variety of workshops, concerts, and even free guided tours. It's definitely an interesting place to explore and spend some quality time. Number 2. The enchanting Tara National Park. The crowning beauty of Serbia's landscape is Tara. With its lush setting and striking ravines, one of Serbia's most alluring waterways, the dramatic Drina River Canyon flows proudly through its forested slopes. Water babies can also be happy about other things. The two lakes on Tara, Perak and Zaovine, are great for swimming and kayaking. If you're fortunate, you'll get to see the Zaovine Lake in all of its splendor. But the lake on the Tara frequently dries up because of the discharge of water used to produce electricity. It's not quite as impressive to see as it once was as the water level drops. But when the lake is full, it is easy to see why this location is regarded as one of Tara National Park's treasures. It is worthwhile to spend a day visiting Tara National Park if you are traveling to Western Serbia, even if you are just passing through. Since Tara National Park has so much to offer, including magnificent viewpoints, secret caverns teeming with flora and fauna, fairy tale lakes, religious structures, and numerous natural wonders, one day simply isn't enough. But it's still better than doing nothing at all. You are mistaken if you believe that visiting Tara National Park entails only taking in its beauty. Yes, if that's your thing, you can do that. As long as they follow local customs and laws, tourists are permitted to travel wherever they please. However, if you enjoy outdoor sports and adventure, the Drina Regatta and river rafting on the Tara River will go beyond and above your expectations. Put on your hiking boots and follow the directions to the summit of Banksiska Stena. Pick up your camera after a quick 30-minute hike so you can take some amazing pictures. If you prefer mountains covered in snow, then visit during the winter. You can experience this serene oasis at its shining best if you go in September. Number 1. The mysterious Devil's Town. The tall stone formations of Vogja, Varo, also known as Devil's Town, were proposed as one of the new 7 wonders of nature. According to legend, they are actually a group of petrified wedding guests who were marrying off a brother and sister on the devil's orders. But then God punished them by turning into stone and setting the example that no sin ever goes unpunished. Some also narrate that these 202 stone statues are people terrified of a witch because they failed to keep their promise and fulfill her desires. Whatever is the myth, these rock formations will leave you awestruck. But science certainly doesn't support the fairy tales and mythologies and works more on the facts and figures. The scientific explanation of this place refers to the natural erosion that took place here, and that is what the town's well recognized for. Man has opened the way for the destructive power of water by destroying forests. Rain, sun, and wind took care of the rest. Nevertheless, the scientists concur that some cap shapes and the fact that a peak with a diameter of 20 to 30 centimeters can support a cap weighing several hundred kilograms are peculiar. This strange and eerie location, whose ominous names, Javoja, devils, and Parklina, hells, will send shivers down your spine, is made up of two ravines. The nearby springs with their highly acidic water, Ito Vrele, wheat spring, and Javoja Vada, devil's water, are known for their miraculous qualities. There is a path that leads to stone sculptures and viewpoints with amazing views of the surrounding landscape. A visit to Javoja Varo is unquestionably recommended. These figures, grandiose and slightly menacing during the day, and mystical and illuminated by decorative lights at night, will leave you speechless. And according to legends, if you take a sip from one of these springs, you will undoubtedly come back. Despite the fact that many tourists avoid Serbia because they mistakenly think it doesn't have much to offer, this only means you'll get to experience all the wonderful places to visit in Serbia firsthand. You won't regret it because Serbia has many tourist-friendly locations, and Serbians are known for their warm hospitality, which will warm your heart and fill your stomach with delectable food. Serbia is a country with a turbulent past, incredible sporting prowess, stunning people, breathtaking scenery, and a rich culture. Making a decision on where to go in Serbia is difficult. Serbia has it all: nature, history, culture, delicious food, and much more. Before deciding where to go in Serbia, take a moment to consider what you enjoy most about traveling and use that to plan your stay. So, what do you like the most about traveling, and when are you planning to visit Serbia? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, where to next?